guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to a movie review. Tonight we're reviewing a Christmas horror movie. I wasn't going to do any this year because I thought, well, last year I did a whole week of them, but I thought, no, I love horror. I thought I can't let Christmas go by without reviewing one this year. So tonight we're looking at Arrow Video's film called The Leech. This is actually produced by Arrow Video. It's actually produced by their studio, so that's very, very cool. And this is a strange story. It's sort of black, sort of comedy horror. And it's based around a priest, and he's in America, and he's got like he's the priest of a small sort of community, and he's got a sort of like his church sort of like congregations about 4 or 5 people. He's got hardly no one coming to his church, so but he's still keeping the faith. He's still trying to be positive about it, and sort of like and all this sort of thing. But you can see he's a bit downtrodden because no one's coming to his church, and he's trying to find ways to sort of like get people to come to his church. And he's still preaching, be good to your neighbour and all this sort of thing, by giving them food, water, warmth, and all this sort of thing. Anyway, one day after his sermon, the church is emptied of all 4 people, he sees someone laying down in the church, and it's the other main character. It's a guy who's like a sort of homeless guy, and he's sort of like in the church. We don't know he's homeless when we first meet him, and he leaves the church, and the priest says, God be with you. And then our priest leaves his church and sees him waiting outside, swearing and cursing with a mobile phone. So he goes over and asks him if he's okay, and he just says, oh, it's his girlfriend, she's not getting back to me or anything like that, and she lives like half an hour away, I can't get to her, sort of thing. So he offers to drive him there, and he drives this guy down there, and he's in the car with him smoking away, and it's a horrible sort of smelly person, and he takes him all the way to his girlfriend's house. And when they arrive, he sees all of his clothes outside the house, so that she's thrown them all out, obviously. And he goes banging on the door, but the priest said there's no one there. So he starts gathering all his clothes up, and the priest says, well, can I take you somewhere to your home? He goes, oh, I haven't got a home, I was living here with her. So the priest then says to him, well, I'll help you, come stay at mine for the night, and we'll try and sort you out somewhere to stay from tomorrow. First of all, the guy's going, no, I don't want to do that to you. He said, no, I insist. So he says, okay. So he goes along with him, and they start driving off to the priest's house by the church. And then they arrive, and the priest lets him in and tells him about that the house used to belong to his mother, who died about a couple of years ago, and sort of like, and gives him a room to stay in. And then the priest sort of tries to settle down for the night and puts on this strange sort of breathing apparatus at night, and tries to sleep. And then the douche, if you like, he starts playing really loud heavy metal music late at night and stuff, and keeps the priest awake. So he goes to see him, so look, can you turn all that down? Can't sleep. And he's just there, and he's breathing smoke in the priest's face and everything the priest is doing, all this. He's just rude. I know, but the priest is trying to be, what he believes in, saying, to be good to everyone. Anyway, so we didn't go cut to the next day. We're back at the church, and the priest is there, and he's gone to the confession box because there's someone in there. So he gets this person to confess to him, and it's a woman that's in there, and she's telling him that she's pregnant. He says, congratulations. He goes, well, not really, because it's an unwanted pregnancy. The family don't want to know her. She doesn't want to tell her partner, and she turns out to be the woman of the homeless guy, and she wants to have an abortion. And of course, he's this priest of this church, and he's very anti that, so he tries to persuade her, sort of thing. And then the film sort of comes together where he is letting her and him stay at his house. And that's all I'm going to tell you, because from then it all sort of turns around. Are they going to drive him nuts? Is the priest going to be pushed over the edge? Is his kindness and that going to be pushed to the limits? Well, this sort of horrendous couple that they do all these sort of sexual things in his house and stuff like this, and he's like, or is the priest hiding some sort of sinister sort of way of being? You need to watch it and find out. What do I think of The Leech? I thought it was awesome. A really cool sort of film. It's a really slow building film, but the character build's really, really cool. You really, in the first sort of part of the film, you really feel for the priest and really like him, and you can't stand the couple. The film does take a little strange direction, and I think that put quite a few people off, but I actually really enjoyed the film in the ending. I thought it was really, really cool. I don't want to tell you any of it because I don't want to spoil it. And it's a really different kind of film, different sort of horror film. And again, that was another appeal to me because it was something that was completely different. I really enjoyed it. Now, the plus is it looks really, really nice, the film. It looks really cool. Yes, it's an independent, low-budget film on a small budget, whatever Arrow Video gave this company to make it. Obviously, Arrow Video, a company that sort of push out media and stuff. And now, obviously, they do have a bit of money, so they do occasionally put money into sort of independent films to make films, and this is one of them. So it's not the biggest of budgets. The cast is great. The priest is wonderful. He plays a really cool role. And the other two play really cool roles too, although you don't like them. But that shows you how good they are, because you don't like them. You're not supposed to. It is a different sort of story. It's like the priest opening his door, trying to be kind, and then wishes he hadn't. And then sort of things go a bit bizarrely wrong. It's a good story. It's a good fun story. Negatives to the film: it is a slow burn. It's not to everyone's taste. I would say it's a negative. It is a required sort of niche sort of taste, and I love it. I'm going to score The Leech a great watch and give it an 8 out of 10. Really, really cool film. I'm so glad I picked this up, and it is a Christmas movie. It is based around Christmas time, and that's why he's showing love to all man, sort of thing, you know, because it's Christmas time, and it's really, really cool. It's a completely out there kind of Christmas horror film that I've not seen, because most Christmas horror films really demonstrate their Christmas sort of time, you know, like Silent Night, Deadly Night, Black Christmas and all that. And this one doesn't, but because it's based around Christmas time, it does give it that sort of like different from other Christmas horror films, and I like that. I thought it's really, really cool. The Leech, 8 out of 10. Any of you guys seen it? If you have, let me know down below what you thought of it. I thought it was really cool and sinister, and I really liked it. I thought, yeah, this is my sort of Christmas horror film, completely different from anything else that's out there, and it is cool. Yeah, I can understand why a lot of people were a little disappointed with it, because it's not like a typical horror film, you know, but it's definitely one that once you watch it, you remember it, and I loved it. Really cool. Guys, till my next video, please go and check out some other channels for me. Check out Horror Hands, The Horror Geek, Man v Film, RS Designs, Pizzawell, I'm the Ice Lord, Cat Watches Horror Movies, Grumpy Andrew's Haunted House, and a massive shout out to my lad. Until next time, look after yourselves, look after one another, and I really hope I'll see you all soon.